Hello guys, Children of Vlog back with another video, and today I'm going to be going over the Marvel Legends Thor from the Infinity Saga Endgame wave. See, I did originally have a box here, but the footage got lost and I may have accidentally deleted it, so I have the figure here. So, unfortunately, nothing about the box, I'm sorry guys, but this is what the figure looks like, so I do want to get onto the accessories first before I get onto the actual figure. Alright, so here are the accessories that it comes with. It has this really cool Mjolnir that I think looks awesome. A little spot there, which I think it's on all of them. But yeah, so this really cool Mjolnir where it's like all put up with the lightning effects, and it's like this transparent, or like this dark blue that's kind of see-through, which looks really, really good. All the silver looks really nice for the lightning, and I think that looks awesome. And then we do have the silver paint on the bottom with this little hanging piece on the bottom, so that is pretty cool. And then we have Stormbreaker, which looks excellent as well. And this is another kind of transparent or see-through kind of piece with some silver paint on it to kind of give it that realistic effect while still being charged or with lightning. And then the hammer part of it looks really good as well. And everything looks really good. The sculpt is really nice, and I like this a lot. I just wish it was a little bit thicker, because when trying to be put in the grabbing hands, it's fine. It's just actually being placed in there, like just having it either goes to the top or here, and it's very annoying. So that is a major gripe with this figure, or this accessory really. So that is quite annoying. And then we have these hands, the grabbing hands, on the horizontal hinge, so they move this way instead of vertical. And that's fine. And these hands are quite a bit interesting, because I'm pretty sure that these are the same hands that we did get for Doctor Strange. They look exactly the same. Like, I don't know why. Maybe they are the same hands, but there's like not one thing that's really different about them, which is quite interesting to me. And I don't know why Thor would need these hands that Doctor Strange has. Or it might actually be the other way around, the ones that Thor has, but I find it weird that these two have the same hands. So that's something interesting. You can't hold it, so I guess it's the relaxed hands, maybe? That's what it is, but still looks a little bit weird. So here is the Endgame Thor figure, and right off the bat, is a miracle that I was able to get this thing to stand. I will be very surprised if this thing doesn't fall over during the time of me recording this video, because the boots that he has on, the type of feet that he has, kind of curve upward, and it is so annoying, it's not even funny, which is a huge gripe I have with this figure. So other than that, the figure's pretty cool. You have a diaphragm joint that actually goes quite a bit forward, more than I thought. So that's pretty cool. And then when you bend it back, there's nothing really there. You kind of see, you know, just some of the sculpt stuff like that. It does look pretty good. There's nothing really wrong with the detail of this figure. The sculpts, or the scales, are sculpted in really nicely. And the cape looks absolutely awesome with this wash over it. That makes it look really cool. And it is a black on the inside, which is nice. This is kind of a thick cape, but won't really fly around like maybe, for example, some of the McFarlane toys, action figures. But yeah, the head sculpt looks really good. This looks a lot like Chris Hemsworth does in the movie, and I think this is great. I love the kind of like shading and shadowing detail on the hair. It looks really, really good, and this is absolutely an awesome head sculpt. And even on the beard, it looks really good, and I think Hasbro really outdone themselves with this. The legs look pretty good as well. Nothing really wrong with them there. All the stuff is sculpted in really nicely, and all the detail looks really good. The pads on the knees and everything, and I think they did quite a good job. And then, the hands do look good and stuff like that. They look fine. So that's pretty much as I can really get into this figure. Or actually, no. The back does look pretty okay, too, but you're not really going to see it, like, at all. But yeah, this figure looks pretty nice, and it's really nice to look at. It looks awesome. So yeah, that's pretty much just going to be everything. So I do want to get into the articulation segment. So no butterfly joints, but I'm fine with that. The Thor arms do move, I want to say 90 degrees, but maybe, it's a 90-degree angle. So you can not move it up, really, or actually you can have it look a little bit up with that diaphragm joint helping, but just at a normal part, no, he can't really look up that much. So that's just something interesting to note. The diaphragm joint moves back this far, which is pretty good. And then the diaphragm joint moves this forward, which is nice for a figure with a big lower torso. And then on the side, it moves this much. On the other side, it moves that much, which is actually pretty good, and I'm very surprised. So yeah, the arms, of course, you have your normal 360. Don't go down all the way. Don't know why. But maybe it's because these like big shoulders or whatever. But yeah, double jointed, or actually are these double jointed? Yes, double jointed elbows, which are good. Upper bicep swivel there, which is nice. Upper thigh cut, just take a little bit, there we go. Upper thigh cut is good as well. Then double jointed knees, which are nice. And then the ankle moves this far down and this far up, which is nice. And then we have ankle pivot, which is good. And for this figure, the hips move out pretty nicely. They move out pretty wide, and that's actually really impressive for a figure like this. Taking a look at this figure does stand at right up to 7 inches. Wow, this figure is kind of tall. So no, I don't have the Captain America Endgame figure, unfortunately, but here is Thor next to the Mark 85 and Thanos 2-pack. And again, no, I don't have the Endgame Captain America, but this is what he would look like next to the zombie cap, which the zombie cap is definitely shorter than Thor. Maybe a little too short. How short is he next to the Iron Man? Yeah, he's a little bit on the short side. Definitely not a short figure, so definitely does look good. And now let's get on to the final verdict of this figure. So my final thoughts on this figure, it's really good, and I actually like this a lot more than I thought. Standing it up was definitely a hassle, but I do think that the cape definitely helps it stand up when it's in this kind of pose. But standing it up normally, you are going to have to, find your way around that. It definitely is going to take a little bit. If you're just standing it up normally, definitely be careful when standing other figures next to it. But this does look really good. It articulates very well for a figure with such a big lower torso, and this looks really great. Just how it stands and the fact that it holds the Stormbreaker very, very loosely is a huge gripe that I have with this figure. But it doesn't ruin it for me. It's pretty good, and it's not a bad figure, and I love having this in my collection because everything here looks awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please hit the like button, and if you are new to the channel, please subscribe and turn on notifications so that you know when I post more awesome videos like this. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.